Hello, everybody. I'm your hypothetically high off his ass host. How are you all doing today? Can
Help me
Shiitake
if you
please
can
say
help me.
hi? Please say hi.
Hello.
Shiitake. Oh, thank God. Gabo, Clobo, go say hi.
Hello,
Fun
it's
fact,
me.
I currently don't have a mic plugged in. I'm talking directly into my penis microphone. That's
Dang it,
attached
I
to
was
the
gonna make the
computer.
penis joke.
Wahaha. Haha. How's everyone doing today?
I'm doing. Just got
We're
home from
doing.
school.
Um, watching Reservoir Dogs.
When you first said that, I thought you were talking about Watch Dogs, like the game.
No,
Like, what?
Just-
I don't think I've ever seen Reservoir Dogs. Isn't it like a war movie?
no, it's not. What? It's a
War
crime
Dogs.
thriller.
That's crime, military,
Reservoir
army.
Dogs.
Everyone's fighting their own wars. Some people just have to hold on to their emotions longer than others.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Reservoir Dogs.
No, it's not War Dogs, you stupid fuck.
There is a movie called War Dogs.
Yeah, there is a movie called War Dogs, but that's not the movie I'm watching.
There's also a game called Watch Dogs.
I know that too. I've seen
A
the movie
lot of
War
different
Dogs.
kind of dogs.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What did I ever do to you, mister? Why are you
Being
always such a
retarded.
grumpy bum bumpy bitch?
You're calling me grumpy, yet you're being retarded?
Now I called you a grumpy bumpy bitch. Get it right.
I don't give a shit.
You never gave a shit. You never did. You never had your
That's
heart
what
in
it's
it,
fucking
kid.
called. Reservoir Dogs. You can't hear because you don't have a mic in.
Never had the heart, kiddo. This is why you never take over the family business. That's why all my belongings, when I die, go to Craig. Craig, my beloved, that's right. You're the only one in my will.
What?
You and that one mailman that fucked me back in 1995. That was a real eye opener. I
I
gotta
can
thank
already
that
barely
guy.
hear
So I
you,
got
bro.
him a little thing. But in general, I'm not trying to do that. No, no.
I think he's losing it.
I think he's
I,
losing it too.
I have lost nothing, my dear sirs. The
You
the
have
s-
lost
the s-
everything.
the sore assumption that everything will, in fact, not be all right is a fallacy followed by the Jews.
What?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
You tell me
yeah,
you're not
Gabo, I think he's
understanding that.
lost everything.
Bro, what are you talking? I am being as straightforward as humanly possible right now, and you're telling me you can't understand the most basic of fucking sentences. You absolute knucking
Yes.
draggled Neanderthal.
Don't use my insult against me when we can barely even hear you
Ni
as is.
ni ni. Hold on, wait, I'll see if I can fix that.
Did you lose your mic or something, or did it break?
No, 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 no. I just really didn't feel like putting it on.
You're a fucking.
I am a fucking. I'm a fucker your mom.
You're a virgin and you know it.
But not after I fuck his mom, I won't be.
It's okay. It'll never happen. We already know.
Holy shit, Joe Biden's gonna eat my soul.
What?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he really is. He's sitting there in the corner of my room with his big mosquito-like nose, trying to like
God.
sharpen it like a knife. He's whittling his nose.
Shut
He's
up,
getting ready. He's gonna
please.
lunge at me. He's gonna lunge at me. He's gonna try and stab me. I can see it in his eyes. He's a killer. He's a killer. He's never meant to walk these streets again. The son of a bitch only got parole because he killed every other member of the fucking staff in there. All that was left was a janitor. He hasn't had gun proficiency since he was in Nam, and since then he's gone through several years of therapy for his PTSD watching his friend Hernando die. But that's all he can do now. Is he must live. He must live for Hernando. He must go into the stratosphere. Slowly but surely, not rushing, nothing, really basking in the light. And that's when he realized the true meaning of Christmas. You
I killed
understand?
Fernande.
No!
It was me.
Mi amor,
It was. It wasn't the
pendejo.
Ukraine soldiers. It was me.
Órale. Oh, el pollo es de queso. Oh. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Call
What
this
the fuck's
episode
going on?
halfway.
I don't
So
want to
okay,
know, man.
so since the last episode, 2 episodes before the now current episode now was in the closet, and then we just did war crimes and ghost lovin'. This one, since I'm not in my normal mic or in the closet, I should call it halfway in a wardrobe. Get me?
Why?
Because I am not using phone mic in a closet, and I'm not hunched over my desk with a little tiny mic, talking normally like a real human being. I'm on my bed comfortably with my laptop on my chest like a big titty goth girl giving me huggies. And yeah, I plead the fifth.
You've already spoken. That's not how the fifth works.
So, Your Honor, you don't understand. I played Monopoly once. They still got Oriental Avenue in there. They took out the fucking thimble, which was the best piece of not Monopoly, and they still kept Oriental Avenue. So I was like, what the fuck? If you're trying to keep the old
Yeah, this
racist,
one has been looking for the symbol for the longest
if you're
time.
trying, on God, I've gone to so many Goodwills, and they don't have thimbles. They have those little gold shitty thimbles that you use with tea that you put on like the cap or whatever. And it's so like a little cap that you put on the spit, like sticking a DS tower down your urethra. Anyway, it's called
What?
Between part because my computer's microphone is better than my phone's microphone. Instead of being in the closet, which is the worst case scenario, or in the corner by my desk, which is the best case scenario, I'm in the middle. So instead of being completely in the closet or completely out of it, I'm halfway in between something that isn't a closet, so it's halfway to halfway, therefore making it halfway through a wardrobe. You know?
Pretty sure that's a quarter.
W equals 45 in CG.
No. You know what? It equals 26.
I'm questioning
Oh,
this.
shit. I knew I got my physics test wrong because Mr. Malone guessed it wrong because he told me the wrong thing when we were studying on this because he wanted me to fail. This son of a bitch always
Correct.
wanted me to fail. He knew it. He knew
What
if
the
this,
fuck is
if
going
we
on,
came to
man?
this very minute, if we came
I'm
to
going
this very
mentally schizophrenic
moment
at
in
this point.
time,
Fuck this.
that the pineapple gods would come down and suck my balls so hard that I would come through time to warn past me not to trust Fizz Rolly when we're talking down the cookie dough avenue.
Please.
And that is a
Shut
perfect
up.
recreation of the most coherent sentence Joseph Biden has ever said.
What?
Not
Oh,
wrong.
not wrong. So anyway, have you guys figured out the gimmick yet or no?
God,
Yes,
no.
Okay, cool.
I think I have. We're talking
Did you
about
guys-
Joe Biden. Pussy.
Joseph Biden is not the thing, you fool.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden
Joe
sucks my
Biden.
toes when I sleep.
Wake up, Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, friend.
Joe Biden.
Is it just us rambling? Is that what today's gimmick is?
No, of course not. I can speak fully coherently. I'm simply choosing not to fight against the man. The man, of course, being the metaphorical description of the establishment, the people above us, everyone who is better than you or is perceived to be better than you, even if just by themselves. No, the man is the representation of everything that is holding us down, the oppression of the world collapsing on top of us. The man is nothing more than the figment of the imagination of the people who fear their shadow. That is the life we live, and we must focus on those finer details to be like, bro, calm the fuck down. Chipotle's on the way. That Grubhub baby, you know what's good, my pussy poppin' bro. Sorry for the inconvenience weenie. I'm gonna go chill in this fucking jacuzzi. Talk to you later, Slim Dog on the fly. You know what I mean?
This is a fucking fever dream.
I
Bill
got
pickle chips.
everything you is a lie.
Dude,
The concept of
I
infinity
actually wanted to talk.
restricts the
Okay, then
ability
go
for
ahead, Benny.
infinity. You cannot have something quantifiable if there is an infinite amount of it. The concept of something never ending is definitely incapable
You're
of being
fucking quoting the
pinned
guy
down.
that played fucking James Rhodes in fucking Iron Man 1 with this fucking fake conspiracy. Shut the
Iron
fuck
Man
up. I
1.
recognize this because I
Iron
know it.
Man 1. Iron Man 1 is the shittiest one. Imagine how hard it would be to suck your own dick in the Iron Man Mach 1 suit, while as the red one clearly comes with an auto jacker in case he's fighting somebody and he needs to coom.
Question: Why are you trying to suck your own dick?
Who
Yeah,
doesn't
big
want
question.
the power of the gods in their nipples? You can simply
That's
bust
not the
the
power of the gods. I
fatties.
don't.
You, my friend, have clearly never fattied a bust.
What?
Beep beep
What's that
lapow.
mean?
Okay, that's why.
That
I still have
mean?
no idea what's going on.
I do. He's just fucking talking like what crazy people have said in this day
I'm
and
not
age.
crazy. I'm seeing into the 37th dimension, my friend. I'm seeing it all. I'm seeing a small Jewish child sitting on a stand licking a comedically large lollipop in black and white stereo vision, except for the only thing that isn't in black and white is the lollipop, which is in a modern day chroma key, allowing such a lighting aspect as to see the white of his eye reflecting off of the shiny candy in the morning, off the already licked portion of it. And the corner of his eye, though, you can look even further if you zoom and enhance it. You can see up in the corner a little cloud floating by. And my friend, you have no fucking clue how hard it is to draw an accurate card because those bitches always moving, right? They're always moving somewhere else. I feel like I can't trust them, right? Because there's okay, so like a cloud, it's supposed to sit there and it's supposed to be like a big sponge. It's a big see-through sponge because things can exist on a spectrum of light that we can't see. That's called
Gabo, how's
ultraviolet.
D&D going? Let me just ask you.
So anyway, it's called ultraviolet light, which is allowed to
How's,
not be seen by the human eye. And there are
how's
actually
D&D
some
going?
types of fire that, when on
D&D's
fire
going
and
good.
currently
That's
lighting up,
good.
you can't see any
Yeah.
visible light. You can't see anything. It
Games
is
you
it
played
is
recently?
effectively invisible.
Have
Just
you
as
thought
if
about what character
you
you're gonna make
stuck
yet?
your dick in a microwave
I
and it
thought
just
about
went
it. I don't know
flying.
yet.
And then you
Yeah.
have to sit and deal with the consequences
Okay.
of your actions. So as such, you don't do that, and you in fact
Well, we
cha
have a
cha real
ranger right
y'all.
now as well as a fighter.
Oh, did
Ooh.
you say Rainbow
Thank you for-
Parade? Like the gays in June?
Oh no. But
My friend, I feel like you've
he's
come to an
I think
accomplice
I
for
might
me,
be a thief
Morgan von
if I'll do
Winkle.
anything.
I am Morgan von Winkle. I am the greatest
Um,
Pokemonist to ever live. My friend, I have been here since the beginning, since there was the wheel. I was the
but
man
yeah,
catching the
no.
Pokemon with my fat, juicy balls.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to create some minifigs though too.
Ooh,
Like,
I think we should spend a day. All right, on God, if we ever, God, now I gotta do a fucking in-person one.
oh come
I
on! I'm
want.
a fucking.
You don't
Damn it!
understand
This is
how bad I want a fucking in-person D&D game because half of my acting as a human being is moving my arms around and stuff. I'm half Italian, you know what I'm saying? The bibbity boppity. I can't control it. My arm goes to here, my arm goes to there. I'm doing the fucking hokey pokey and I'm sticking it in your dick hole. And then you just gotta deal with it, you cocksucker.
I literally
Well,
kinda just got the fucking the 3D printer to print minifigs for D&D sessions, but then
Oh my god, can you
we
have
can't.
it print out a real life human penis that I can strap to my human real penis so that I have a bigger human penis?
what
No,
are you
I'm
guys doing on the I'm gonna look at the dates.
7. Oh.
Uh what are you guys doing on the
Oh.
26th?
Of this
26
month?
Sunday. I'm free the 26th.
Specifically that day, I would have to specifically say I'm not specifically sure on the intention of some specifically done actions. So, my friend, I would say I would not know when I was free on that
What?
day, and if that day was even real. Because in the concept of reality, it
Oh God, you want
colonizes
to
Well, I
actually?
was just
entire
saying because
fields of
that's the
thought.
weekend after my birthday, so I was thinking of having
Oh,
people over to
hot
have
gay
D&D
butt
and
sex.
live D&D session
Why don't you do that for your birthday?
because my birthday's on a Wednesday.
I'm
Oh,
aware.
give me a second.
Doesn't stop me from going to your house on the Wednesday of your birth.
That
You guys like
sentence doesn't sound right.
jazz? Oh. Where's that one song at? No, wrong one.
I have found the mother of God of chip,
Unflavored chip.
dill pickle.
We already talked about this last episode, you fool.
I know, I'm still eating them. It's full on you. We have never stopped recording.
We never stopped the recording. We are continuing the recording of the game. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to buy 37 cans of mushroom soup, and I will single-handedly eat it all with only the nail of my pinky and the toilet plunger that has been thoroughly cleaned. It has been cleaned for at least 2 washes of the dish cycle.
There you go. I hope you're happy.
And Mona Lisa has no eyebrows. Wait, where did you give? I was expecting to be giving the butter in a giving.
Why didn't I send?
What?
Hmm?
What?
Well, son of a bitch.
Oh my god, they must buy the up to 32% off deal February kitchen essentials on Amazon. You guys want to get a Brita filter? Do you guys want to get an office? Should we really all chip in, buy a little actual mini short bus? Set it up as a studio?
I would love to.
Like Bobby Lee and that other ginger faggot. I don't remember what his name is.
Well, damn. I was trying to send a picture
Yeah.
into photo ideas so I
Minecraft
could
B.
force you to have to put it in the video. And then my phone decided, no, I'm not going to. While it was saying that it was sending, so I ate the chip, and now I don't have the chip to retake the picture.
Oh my god! My friend, I do not think you understand what I found. I found a
What did
bee.
you find?
He found a bee. He was looking pretty rough, and then he's feeling pretty duff. He found a bee.
Are you playing Minecraft?
He walked around to discover a bee. It was a friendly
Are you
bee, and his name was
playing this game
Gene.
Minecraft?
He was a Gene playing bee. He was a bee that's name was James. What's up? No, I'm not playing
Are you
Minecraft, you
playing
fucking
Minecraft or something?
Riri. You tar did there what? Man, my ear itches.
There's my mouse.
Do you think in the wilderness, underneath all of the blackness of the ocean, there's a single fish that has sex with its ear?
What?
I like to think underneath the ocean, there's another universe, and the blackness of our ocean is the darkness of their universe. So, in fact, we are an ever forgoing loop, and we are in their shadow, and it looks like we're in space.
I don't know what the fuck you just said, but I don't like it. Stop.
We are in space. My God, soldier,
No.
do you not understand a simple order? We're in space. Man the cannons. My God, what are you doing? We're gonna take fire. Do you want to lose your license, Johnson? Because you're on a one-way trip to a mighty court-martialing.
Still don't understand. What is today's gimmick?
What is today's gimmick? That is the question, my good sir. And that's why I've come here to tell you for the low, low price of $39.45, 16 and a half a halfpenny. My good sir, I have a chunkla halfway down a cherry tomato. You think since it's a cherry tomato that the little ones, the little baby tomatoes, you think it wouldn't be big enough for a sandal, which is what chancla means, by the way. It's sandal in Mexican. Just have a Fitbit.
Okay.
But what do you think would happen if you had a big enough dick and you put a Fitbit on it?
I
Do you think it
I
would
don't
count your
know.
running? Do you think it would think you're running twice as fast? Because it would your dick would flop more often, so the up and down is one step instead of just the one step that it took to create that motion. And since your dong is flipping, flapping around with a what with Fitch bitch on it with it that extra weight like a mall, do you think?
I I don't I don't know.
Why don't you know? It's such a simple gimmick. It's the dumb. Oh, I found capybaras by the way. I like
I
capybaras.
don't know.
I
I'm
I
confused.
never understood the liking behind capybaras. They just look like a fucking retarded soap sculpture that you would make when you're like a weebelo in the Boy Scouts. Which weebelo, by the way, stands for
Sasuke, help me.
Weebelo actually stands for We Will Always Be Loyal Scouts, which is weird because that would make it Weebles, and it's not. There's no O. We will always, unless you're saying A is the O, but then why would it be at the end instead of in the middle? So I don't know why We Will Always Be Loyal Scouts is Weebelo. We all wa
Shiitake, help me. I
we
don't understand the
wa
crazy man's rambling.
loyal scouts. Wobs. Wobs. It's Wobs. Wobs. So I don't know why they
What does
call
he
it
want?
Weebelows, because there's no E either. So even if there was an O at the end, there's still no fucking E at the beginning, so it can't be Weebelows, it's Wobbles. You know?
What does the crazy man want?
Wobbles.
Why do you want wobbles?
Wobble Fets. The Pokemon from Hit Game to Pokemon Dungeon 3, Mystery of the Hidden Circumcision. You know?
No, I don't know anymore. What
Why
the
do
fuck's
I
going on?
why do I even keep you around when you're not even frippin' in the Goingies? You
I
know?
don't know. Why do you keep me around?
Dude, why do I keep you around, you sad piece of shit? You wanna know why? 'Cause you're my ticket out of here, punk. I got no one else on my side. I got no one else following my back. And I can't do a single thing without being known as a coward in this goddamn town. So you know what I did? I found you. Found a nice little short kid with no one else to go to, and I said, "This kid right here is going places I never could." So I'm latching on tight and never letting go to this ticket, this golden Charlie Brown ticket. And boy, I was one of the other three grandparents who didn't go with him. I sat there and I wept. I wept. I truly did. The day the innocents died, and the day the bees came. You know what I mean? Guys, what you doing?
No, I really don't.
I feel like Shiitake has been dead for the most of times. Should we check on him? Give him a little CPR, a little kiss on the cheek? What are you thinking, Papo?
Are you just movie quoting?
My friend, you're one of the worst guard dogs I've ever had. I've worked Marmaduke, nonetheless. I'm gonna drink one of my barrels. Hold on.
Do I murder the guy or should I
I
not
think,
murder
you
the
know, I
guy?
think, yeah, I think that the barrels are better than Capri Suns because it makes me, because I'm already a big person, so everything looks smaller by comparison. Um, But I like grabbing the little barrel drinks that are called like Hugs or something like that because it makes me feel as if I was like King Kong during the Prohibition, like which is what the original Mario game was actually based off. It was based off New York, and it was Mario Jumpman Mario, and he was trying to get to his girlfriend, not Princess Peach at the time, but Rosalina. You might know her from a little game, The Mario's Odyssey. There was also a Donkey Kong game on the DS, which was super fucking hot. Great game though. So anyway, you do that, you go over here, you up, down, jump left and right up on this certain part of this cliff. And my friend, you'll actually see a clip of Luigi jerking off through a dude's window. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. It's like Mewtwo and Smash. No one will believe you until they pull it off, and then they're like, holy shit, he's there. Know what I mean?
I don't think I do.
Shitaka's muted himself, the damn coward. He's running from the popo. I just say,
He
hey, let's the boss. Hey, get the boss in the back, all right? We don't got time to go. We got to get the guns. We got to get the money. The money's already in the trunk, but we got to go get the guns out of it. So go grab the guns. I'll put Mr. Fragoroli in the back seat, all right? You ride shotguns with me. It's all right? Yeah, all right? Get the goddamn guns, Glove. Get
Give it, yeah.
Give me the goddamn guns. We're going to.
I don't want
We got to go to the pier. We got to go to the pier. We got to
the
get
fuck
to
did I
the
come back to?
shopper. We must get to the shopper quickly, my friend. My friend, I like to move it. Oh, I like to eat the baguette underneath the moonlight. Do you like the moonlight? The moonlight is a beautiful thing. It means a many things to a great many people, my friend. That is how you get things like a werewolf. Werewolves underneath the moonlight are nothing more than savages with
What's
the
happening?
ability to knock my thick creamy ass out. And then you have vampires, which are vampires. Vampires are actually different than vampires. Vampires are vampires that are in the sunlight and are on the verge of death. So it's different iterations. It is a completely different scenario. Sometimes when a werewolf goes into the out of moonlight in day, he remains there until the next full moon. Or other times, like with the vampire, sometimes when they go into the sun, they explode instantly. Other times it is like a really bad sunburn, and other times they stay completely fine until they realize that they're outside and they spontaneously combust. And now that is a personal favorite of mine. It is like Wile E. Coyote time. Wile E. Coyote time, my friend, is a very scary thing, my friend. Wile E. Coyote time is where you run off of something, and before you have like a half a second, give or take. Where you are actually able to jump in fake with the fact that you're not actually touching anything, man. You get me?
No, I'm still confused.
My good sir, I say you're a spot of bother. I think you're a little confused if I'm feeling you correctly.
Oh,
Am I feeling you correctly? You're a little confused in the situation. Feel like things simply aren't what they should be. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Maybe?
Wonderful, my good sir. Absolutely astonishing consideration for the peoples. My good sir, I believe we must be on our way to Perkins. We have a date with the missus. Oh my good sir, the infinite cosmos crashes around me. I see it all in
Are
the
they
space
just
suit.
trying to confuse me?
What? No, why would it be trying to
dude,
confuse you?
Gabo, what is
Well, I still don't know what's going on,
How could I
so
possibly confuse you? I feel like I cannot be more concise in this scenario, you know? I'm doing my best.
I don't
All
I
right.
don't believe
All right.
that.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm going to help you out real quick. All right. Cool. All right. I'm going to help you out real quick. You can ask 3 questions, no more,
Ooh.
no less. Actually, you can ask less. You don't have to ask them if you don't want to, because I'm not going to be mean about it. You know, some people have different walks of life, and they really don't want to deal with these things. Anyway, if you vote on which one is yes. Yeah?
What?
what?
Oh my god. All right. Look,
I've
you
only
take the
gotten more
thing.
confused.
All right, start getting a pen. Get a pen. Write this down. It's like that one episode, The
No.
Warning. Remember The Warning? I'm just speaking wingdings. This is all, in fact, a
My ear
No,
went
secret.
out.
fuck
Holy fuck,
you.
hold on.
Wingding was my least favorite.
Wingding? I thought you liked wingdings. Wingdings were the funny shapes.
Wingdings was my least favorite because it was annoying because everything was just like, ah, yes, no. Everything's
You
different.
preferred Morse code to wingdings?
Yes.
Bro, Morse code is shit. It's a bunch of dots and
I
lines.
loved Morse
You know what you can
code.
use with a dot and 2 lines, or backwards a line and 2 dots? You can make a penis, bro.
Juice.
You can make a penis, bro. The two thick, creamy balls and the big old penis shaft. You know?
I really don't.
When will you figure this out? A
I don't
kid,
fucking
kid,
know.
kid, you are such a good talent. I know you don't do well under
No, I wasn't.
pressure. I found you in an alleyway singing to a couple of rats. All right, this ain't no fucking France and this ain't no Ratatouille. You understands me? You gotta go places, kid. You just gotta really attach yourself to who you truly are. You know?
No, I still don't.
God damn it. All right, look, what do you want from me? Ask the 3 questions. You still never asked me the 3 questions that I allowed you to do.
What the fuck is going on?
Ask me 3 questions. You don't have to ask them if you don't want to. But if you're trying to figure out the gimmick still, you can both. I'll actually, you know what? No, you go get one. Gabo gets one question. Shiitake gets one question because Shiitake is muted, and I don't think he's actually here anymore.
I'm here. It's just
And ask your question, damned beast. Yeah.
I don't even know.
You guys ever have that feeling like when your foot, like the heels of your feet go up in like one section, like you pulled off a layer of Lego bricks and moved them up an inch and then pushed them back down, and then you go to the next layer and you pull them out, you push it up and you push it down, and you click it to the past one, and you up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, and it looks like a synth wave as your whole body goes in a different wave of movement as every little cube of your being is pushed around, even when it doesn't fully fill out the entire cube, even the triangles within the cube's boundaries, but it's just not the cube. And there's actually little itty bitty atoms smaller than atoms, actually, because if atoms exist, atoms are just the smallest thing we can see. So maybe there's something that makes up atoms that's even smaller than that, you know?
No.
So anyway, ask your question.
Um,
10
I
seconds.
don't know. My brain's fried.
How's your brain? Dude, I'm trying
Who
to.
does it?
Yeah, okay, go ahead. What's up? Who doesn't what?
Who is the thing revolved around?
Who is the what revolved around?
The fucking shtick for today.
Oh, who does it revolve around? That depends on what you mean by
Yes.
who does it revolve around. Like I'm clearly doing a fucking gimmick, and the premise is that you guys are trying to figure out what the gimmick is.
Okay.
It's like those. You ever do those improv games where it's like everyone stand on the line, all right? And it's house party, and the one guy's in there and he's setting up a party, and then one by one everyone comes in, but every different person has a quirk. And the host of the game can say freeze at any time and point to a dude and be like, his gimmick is he's actually afraid of spiders and he thinks that any bracelet is a spider, so he freaks out all the time. And then that guy over there is actually allergic to asparagus, but only on Thursday, right? That's the gimmick of today's episode. The gimmick is that there is a gimmick. There is an actual gimmick to the gimmick, but the gimmick before the gimmick is that you need to figure out what the gimmick is and or was. Because maybe the gimmick's over. Maybe I've actually completely finished the gimmick and you're not sure. You both have one guess, or actually, you have one question. You can guess as many times as you fucking want. But once you figure out what it is, I'll probably, maybe not probably tell you, definitely going to. Now, do you
You're
understand?
supposed to be confusing. That's the gimmick.
No. Shiitake, would you like to say a question?
May God have mercy on our souls.
That is not a question.
That's
That is
not
a
a
decree of
question.
suffering, which is heavily appreciated but not currently applicable.
Have you died internally?
Were we ever
Who,
truly
me?
alive?
Yes.
In the grand scheme of the
Shut the
universe,
fuck up.
we are all just stardust.
Didn't
And
say
maybe, in fact,
anything.
maybe we're still stardust. Maybe we, as human beings, our planet is actually just an atom. We are revolving around a single oxygen atom. Our entire Earth is part of a solar system. That solar system is a clump of atom that makes a cell. That cell creates a hand, creates a body, creates a person. But were they ever truly alive? Were they ever dead to
No, they were
begin with?
too.
Was there a soul involved, or is the very conscience of human experience what gives it to you? Are you able to lose your soul, or was it even there to begin with? The questions plague me at night, but this isn't night. No, in fact, it's approximately 4:35. If I had to guess.
4:32.
Ah, so I've noticed. My timer was a tad off, and I apologize. And now I ask you, do you understand?
No, not really.
Okay. Huh. Yeah. Alright, Shiitake, what's up with you, bud? What are you up to?
I
What are you?
I'm
What's
playing
wrong?
an AI generated story.
You should probably stop doing that in the middle of this fucking gimmick so that you can actually comprehend what's happening. And by advanced
There's
methodology,
nothing to comprehend here.
you mean there's nothing to comprehend here? There's so many fucking layers. I've spent the past 16 hours straight not sleeping, writing down different
Then cry.
paths. This
Eat
is the
small
most
coke.
complex game in the world. Jigsaw and Giuseppe alike fear my power and my brains. Do you understand me?
Nope.
Okay.
I understand that the Jews are still
Alright,
alive.
hold on.
I think.
What? Sure. I finished my box of whales from the other night, and now I just got another. I
Cool.
got another box of whales. I actually had 2 to begin with, but I only ate the 1 so far. So hold on, I'm gonna eat a whale real quick. Give me a number 1 through 10. How many whales shall I consume? Please,
7.
please note that my mouth is very dry. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, hold on.
Say
I want to place them on. 1 second. I know. Mm-hmm. 4.
And I want photo evidence.
Poem.
You doing it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is weird.
I
And
agree.
he actually sent the photo evidence.
I did. I should photo
cool, did
evidence. Yep.
Yeah.
The court.
Hell
This is the
yeah.
court case now. That's the gimmick. You see?
Is it?
Is it, or is the gimmick of my
Or did you?
speech that I'm lying to you to throw you off the scent? Who knows? Truly, in this
Where's the?
cosmic
Where is it?
oyster, huh? From Snapchat.
Where's the photo?
Let's
Oh,
Snapchat.
okay. It didn't load. I just felt the vibrations.
If you want, you can save it and put it on the photo ideas if you wanna screenshot it or whatever. Do you understand me?
Maybe.
Oh my god. Alright,
I don't understand anything.
there's a gimmick.
The Jews are
Okay,
coming.
here's the thing. You don't understand. There's a gimmick. There's one gimmick off. All right, imagine you're looking at a baseball field, right? Third base, there's a gimmick. Second base, there's a gimmick. Third base, there's a gimmick. And home plate, there's a gimmick. However, their gimmicks revolving around a singular gimmick, and that gimmick is the center plate. The man, the myth, the throwing arm legend. That is the gimmick. And because of that pitcher, the man is allowed to hit the ball in the outfield, allowing the man in outfield to throw the ball to second base because he skipped past the first base already and was sliding into second. The man in the outfield throws it to the man at second base, allowing him to tag out the man that just hit. Do you understand?
Maybe.
Mm.
I think I'm starting to
The
understand.
central
What do you
the
understand, Rob?
central
Can you,
gimmick.
tell to me?
Absolutely.
Hold on, let me explain this a little better. The centralized gimmick is the domino effect causing several other gimmicks around it. This episode has many gimmicks currently. None of them are on purpose, they're all side effects of one singular gimmick. You get it now?
Okay. I understand that. I have not figured out the gimmicks.
Do you if you can understand any one of the gimmicks, I'll tell you.
Don't know if I can.
If you can tell me any gimmick I'm doing, I will be able to tell you that it was in
You're
fact a
mostly
gimmick.
rambling from
Hold on, Shiitake, shut
other
up. Hold
famous
on,
people.
Shiitake, shut up. If I give you a clue into what the gimmick is, you will understand the gimmick, therefore allowing me to explain the gimmick to you that is revolving around a singular gimmick. Do you understand me?
I wanna say that one of the gimmicks was movie quotes.
No. No, do you
No,
understand me?
Yes.
Thank you, that's a gimmick. Me continuously saying, "Do you understand me?" after rambling is a gimmick, a side product of the main
Oh.
gimmick. It's a gimmick-nado. There's a tornado of gimmicks, but in the very center of the eye is a small farm in Kansas where Toto is snuggled up to his owner. She sits there after being attacked viciously by a pig. In her mind, she's off in the universe, and that universe is the gimmick. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you.
Hate this.
Ah, all right. So you guessed one of the spiraling gimmicks around the gimmick. I'm not allowed to tell you what one of the gimmicks is because that's one of the gimmicks. Do you understand?
I understand that there is a gimmick about understanding the
All right,
gimmicks.
that's one of the gimmicks, and another one of the gimmicks is that I'm not allowed to understand that the gimmicks are being allowed in the gimmick scene because they're not the right gimmicks. There's a lot of little gimmicks, but they're not the gimmick. They're not the main one. Do you understand me?
I think
Think about a
so.
man standing in the middle of a field. He has a backpack filled with acorns. He spins in a circle, throwing acorn after acorn after acorn. Whenever that acorn grows into a tree, that tree is a gimmick. But the man himself is also a tree. Do you get it?
Oh,
Do you?
It's
Do
spreading?
you understand it? That's because the
Yes.
tree that you've already discovered is a birch. Birch are white trees. They're white, simple, understandable, right in your face. You think the other gimmicks would come naturally. You just have to think, is this the kind of person I am? What's he acting differently? What's the gimmick? Such a good gimmick.
Nothing is different. This is you every day.
That's the issue. Half of the gimmick is a gimmick of a person, the other half is the gimmick of the soul. And trying to convince you into a reality that isn't your own. That is the
yeah,
gimmick.
Bravo.
But
Your
I
your
lived
understanding is
there.
better than my
I
thing.
lived in the middle of nothing. You don't understand how lonely it gets when not even you truly exist. Do you understand me?
He's quoting a movie. I feel like I
What
remember the movie,
movie?
but
You fools are too hung on your high horse to understand the heights of these situations and how fly the kite highs. Do you understand me?
Yes.
What is the gimmick?
Merde.
No!
I have no idea.
There's one gimmick. I set this gimmick up. I texted you when I set this gimmick up. This gimmick has been in the running for the past 7 hours. This gimmick has been kicking my dick in all day because you don't understand what the centralized gimmick is. You're too busy looking at all the colorful glitter spinnering around your eyes. Do you understand me?
Yes, because they're distracting.
What is the gimmick? Okay, okay,
Yeah, I still don't know.
okay,
I won't lie.
okay, okay,
I
okay.
don't
Hold
know
on, hold
movie.
on, hold on. Let me explain it this way. Do you know what a tomato is? Do you know what a
Yes.
piece of ham is? Do you know what
Yes.
mayonnaise is? Do you know
Yes.
what bread is? Do you know what
Yes.
happens if you put all of those things together?
You make a
You make a
sandwich.
sandwich. And a sandwich in this scenario would be a gimmick. And the sandwich is attached to food, which in this case is a centralized gimmick. So all the different kinds of food are and could be different kinds of sandwiches. You're looking at all the sandwiches right now. You're not looking at the concept of food. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Oh my god. What is the gimmick?
Nowhere.
I don't fucking
If
know,
you're not
man.
sure, DM me. Ask in private if you're afraid in the light of God. If you fear the retribution of the world.
Oh, I don't. I just don't. I just don't know.
Do you understand me?
No.
No one does. I am but a fleck of cosmos throwing forever down the dandruff of the giant gods. No one knows truly the lonesome ranger's road down the street. Forever he rides alone, followed only by Tonto. And he's not very good
Tonto.
conversation. In a
I
world
don't remember
full
this
of
Tonto. Who's
people,
Tonto?
you sit alone. In the middle of a cafeteria, surrounded by people, you sit followed by no one but your thoughts and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And you think to yourself,
Those are
maybe one day if you fluff your hair and You say some things, they'll notice you.
Yeah, I don't
And
think this is gonna
slowly
be an
but
episode.
surely, people came to your lunch table because they saw you as different. You're not a cardboard cutout, you're a person. They see you as more than just your peanut sandwich, which is a gimmick in this scenario. They understand who you are and what changes about you under certain circumstances, and they would know if something happened to you. They're your friends, and that's what they're meant to do. Do you understand me? Do you?
Nope, I'm still lost. I'm lost.
Okay. I got another explanation for you. Okay? Think
Uh-huh.
of a bowling alley. Think the bowling ball
Okay.
that you're holding in your hand is the gimmick. I threw the gimmick down the lane
Okay.
at 10 o'clock this morning, all right? And then it kept rolling down and rolling
Okay.
down and rolling down and rolling down and rolling down, picking up speed. And then as soon as we get into the call, that starts the hit of the pin. It's when it hits the very first pin. And then all the pins hit off of each other and they bounce and rattle around, right? And they're every
Uh-huh.
single pin is a different gimmick. And those gimmicks wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for throwing the ball down the lane. Do you understand me?
So something in the DMs.
What? Why are you DMing me now? I just talk.
You're
Okay.
stupid.
Oh my god, hold on. No.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna explain this to you all
No,
later. I'm
Nick
gonna
did
explain
it.
this all to you later. I'm gonna replay the footage. I'm gonna hold you at gunpoint in my basement where I'm doing amateur wine and jam business. I'm gonna hold you at gunpoint. I'm gonna play a projector on the wall. I'm gonna force you to watch this episode bit by bit, and I want you to see in the back of your head the whole time after I've told you what's happening. You'll be like, "Oh shit, that's the gimmick? That makes so much sense. We're such fucking idiots. Holy shit, this is why your cock is so massive and throbbing. We love you." Anyway, that's why we have you run the entire podcast. It's because you're better than us. And I'll be like, "Yeah, I know, obviously. Do you understand me?"
Somewhat. Kind
Then
of.
what is the gimmick?
There's a lot of gimmicks, that's why.
No, the gimmick isn't there's a lot of gimmicks. The gimmick that there is a lot of gimmicks is a gimmick that's like the very first pin. If that pin didn't exist, then there wouldn't be other pins behind it. So by hitting that pin, all the other pins are now being capable of brought into the action. And those pins didn't exist before. As soon as the very first pin gets hit, all the other pins materialize around it and then get rattled around. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Lounge.
That I'm an idiot? I
Shiitake,
don't
please tell me
know.
one of you understands me.
I understand
Okay,
you.
then what's the gimmick? What's the gimmick? If you understand me, then you know the gimmick. What is the gimmick?
You rambling on, motherfucker.
No, that's a gimmick of the gimmick. It's because the main gimmick is active that that gimmick exists. That's not the main gimmick. If you're looking at
You're gonna keep
no,
rambling
hold
on
on.
until we find the gimmick. But the gimmick
That's
is
another
non-existent.
side
It's the friends
effect.
we made along
You're
the way.
looking at my finger and telling me that's an entire human being. That's only a part of the gimmick. Do you understand me? Do you? Do you?
Ow.
God damn it. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to explain around the gimmick as a gimmick because of the gimmick. Do you understand me?
Is it because you have to keep saying gimmick, but you're not allowed to
N-
tell gimmick?
I can say something other than gimmick if that'll help you fucking understand it. The word gimmick isn't the gimmick. Not me saying gimmick a shitload of times is because there's a gimmick. Again, it's a circular gimmick. It's a gimmick with gimmicks around it. Because of a, gimmick B exists. Holy shit, gimmick doesn't even sound like a word anymore.
Welcome to
It's
our
because I was
life.
saying it wrong. It's
It's that.
gimmuck. It's gimmick. It's gimmick with an M, but I've been saying it with a B. That's why it feels weird. Anyway, that's not the point. The point B is, do you understand me? Clone. Shiitake.
No. I'm
Clone
trying.
Shiitake, please. Alright, please. Okay, hold on. We can do so many other things. This wasn't supposed to be the gimmick. This entire fucking goose chase down a goddamn Scooby-Doo corridor wasn't meant to be a gimmick. You were supposed to already understand what the gimmick was from point A, and then we do things because of the gimmick. The gimmick was supposed to be the playground that we played on, not the fucking grass we stared at for 6 hours straight. But here we are,
Well, I'm
psychoanalyzed.
sorry. I keep rolling that ones on my
Okay,
perception.
hold on. Okay, perfect analogy. Rolling the dice is the main gimmick. The number that appears on that dice is the side effect of doing the gimmick. The gimmick was throwing the dice. The number on the dice is a product of that gimmick. Do you understand me? Dude, I'm gonna tell you this later. I'm gonna fucking tell you this later. I'm gonna tell you after the episode, and you're all gonna be like, "What the fuck? That was the gimmick, bro? That's crazy." You understand me?
Is the gimmick that it keeps building up on itself?
No, it's okay. Imagine you have a pasta strainer, but a really, really strong hose. As soon as you try to fill up the pasta strainer, despite the fact that it has holes, the holes aren't draining fast enough, so the water just keeps compiling up. The water was supposed to just go straight through the
Okay.
hole. That was the gimmick. The gimmick was supposed to be it goes straight through the hole and we're good. But there's so many little gimmicks coming around that the water keeps overflowing. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Oh
No,
my
I'm
god damn
trying.
it.
I'm still
I'm in the
thinking.
gimmick.
My brain is so
I'm in the
ridiculous.
gimmick.
I've been doing chemistry stuff since this
Neither
morning.
of you are in the gimmick. I'm in the gimmick. Do you understand me?
Is it the Matrix?
No. No. Okay, hold on. I sit here forever rocking back and forth on the cosmic snail of the universe like a seesaw in the night sky. Oh,
I was gonna say like a throbbing cock.
shall I do, oh, Oedipus,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
swollen-footed child, what shall I do in this scenario? We sit here forever cradling our faces from the truth of existence, yet no matter how much we try to claim our hearts, no one listens. Deaf ears are fallen upon like falling into a pile of cactus. No matter how poetic I stretch or how many people tell them they don't understand the same rule, do you understand me?
Yes.
Then what is the gimmick?
That you're a bitch.
No,
Wait. Actually, wait. No.
no, it's a pre-existing gimmick.
Let's get it going.
What is the gimmick?
Oh, true. The gimmick is understanding the gimmick.
No, that wasn't even meant to be a gimmick. It was supposed to be like I drove up to your house in a cool car and I walked up to the house and said, "Look at my cool car." But instead of you just looking at it and being like, "Damn, that's a cool car, we should drive in it," you sit there for 16 hours straight looking at the fucking hubcaps. Do you understand me? Then what is
Yes.
the gimmick?
We keep looking at the small things.
You looking at the gimmick is like those atoms that when you observe them, they go into a different wavelength of existence.
you can't see
If you-
Adam. That's the issue.
What?
This motherfucker doesn't even know basic count.
What the fuck are you talking about? There's that atom. There's the atom particles or whatever that you look through a screen. There's like two slots.
Atoms are not visible to the naked eye.
It's not supposed to be. It's just when they're hold on, observing. Hold on, shut up. Operating
Hello.
Google is hard. This thing where you look at the thing and they're
Hi.
thinking. Hold on.
You talking to
This.
someone, Gabo? Other than
But then if you don't look at it, it looks like this.
you're stupid. You're so
It's like
stupid.
that. The more you look at the gimmick, the more other gimmicks become apparent. But if you don't look at the gimmick, they look completely different. So by you observing the gimmicks, other gimmicks exist. It's like because your parents had sex, I can one day, probably not, but potentially have sex and have children who will potentially go on to have sex. But it's only because of the very first person having sex that all of us have that chance. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
No.
Shiitake, please stop doing fucking work and maybe think for a second. Maybe you'd understand.
I don't.
Okay. I've explained this so many goddamn times. My throat's actually starting to hurt. Hold on. I'm gonna set you down for a second. This isn't the gimmick. This is another subsection of the gimmick. And by the way, me saying that it's the subsection of a gimmick is not the gimmick. It once again, byproduct of the gimmick. My friends, I need to throw away this bottle of Hug. I will be right back. Hold on, my friends. Do not be afraid. Open chest.
Gabo, did you understand a fucking word he just said?
Muchachos, I think I dropped my can of chili. No! My controller!
Oh, that's not good.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna drink a Hug. I'm walking on sunshine. Ah!
He's probably gonna tell us later, and we might
You're
feel
going to feel stupid, I
might not.
guarantee you. Because it's so obvious. I
I
know
do
I'm
that
like
all the
this
time,
normally,
so
but this isn't normally. This is a gimmick, and you just don't understand. King Kong drink from tiny barrel. Tarzan ain't got shit on this. Nay, nay, that bitch. Do you understand me?
no, I don't think I do.
Alright. You're not quite picking up what I'm in fact laying down for you. So let me reiterate the schmigglebait, so you, my friend, can be within the loop. Right. So imagine there's a guy and he goes to work and apply to be at a job, okay? Because he applied to get the job, he gets the job. Because he gets the job, he cooks food for a living. Because he cooks food for a living, one day the president comes in to eat his food. But that day, the guy was really not paying attention and he accidentally poisoned the food and it killed the president. The president dying isn't the gimmick. Him applying to get the job is the gimmick. The president dying was a side effect of that gimmick. Do you understand me?
No,
Itake, do you understand it?
I
I'm trying to explain it best I can without spoiling the gimmick, because then the gimmick wasn't probably going to be the best gimmick on its own, but because the gimmick was such a non-disclosed gimmick that you guys are freaking out about it, and it's really funny.
oh, I'm not.
If you're not, then what's the gimmick?
I'm just
If you're not, then
confused.
what's the gimmick?
I'm not raging. I'm trying to understand the gimmick. What you're
Okay, run through the facts.
what you
Hold on,
said
shut
with
up.
that
Run through the facts. Start thinking about it bit by bit. What's been happening? Yeah, just slowly.
You've been explaining
Wait,
and
I've been doing that for about 30
you've been
minutes.
explaining it to
I've been doing
us.
that for about 30 minutes, which means that can't be the gimmick because I'd already been doing a gimmick before that gimmick. So what is the main gimmick? So what's the
Uh-huh.
main gimmick? Do you understand me?
Um, I don't know. I thought it was just that they build up on each other, that there's a lot of gimmicks, but
No,
you said
that
that's
wasn't
not it.
that wasn't a planned gimmick. That was not planned. It's just because there's so many gimmicks coming through right now that the gimmicks can't be pushed out the other side. They're like not cool anymore. You know what I'm talking about? Like when I was talking like the weirdos. That was a whole gimmick of its own, but that was gone for a long time, and no one remembered that it was in fact me doing that gimmick. I was the man pulling the strings behind the curtain like the puppeteer. I'm the gimmick. I'm the one you're looking for. Speak my name and know my truth. Hey, do you understand me? You there?
No, but my
All right.
brain
Well, okay.
hurts.
Run me through your thought process again. What do you think? What do you 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 what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that there's a lot of stuff built up on upon
Yes.
it, but you said that's not it.
Is that is a
So that means
thing?
that there has to be
That
something
is the
smaller.
thing.
So we have to look for the smaller
Imagine dropping a
thing.
rock off the side of a cliff in the middle of winter. That dropping that rock is the main gimmick.
Uh-huh.
That rock hitting the snow and
Uh-huh.
causing an avalanche is a different gimmick. Do you understand me?
We're looking
You're
for the
looking for the
beginning.
beginning. What's causing all the other gimmicks? There's one culprit, one specific thing that is to blame for this gimmick occurring, which is leading to all the other little gimmicks. One of which being me asking you if you understood the gimmick, which wasn't supposed to be the gimmick. The main gimmick is all the way over here to the left, and then all the way to the right is where we're currently at. We're on the complete opposite side of where this gimmick was meant to be going. Do you understand me?
The gimmick is the
No,
podcast?
the podcast is the platform to perform the gimmick. If you're doing a gimmick and no one's around and it's just you, then it's not a gimmick, it's just sad.
That is what
Well,
we
we are
are.
sad, but we're a different kind of sad. We're like when you see a fish in the middle of like Detroit and it's slowly dying. You can't really help it because you're in the middle of fucking Detroit. There's not like a completely filled up barrel of water or some shit. And even then, it's fresh water, and this clearly looks like a saltwater fish. That fish is gonna die. You know what are you gonna do? It's not your problem. You just kind of have to sit back and watch them go with their life. And you know, if you could try and help them along, that's also useful. But if not, that you know, it's all right. You understand me?
Nope, I think I got farther away,
Okay,
actually.
I'll give you both. I'll give you
Yeah,
both.
I think
I'll
so
give you
too.
both another question.
I don't think the question's gonna help. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
then, what do you want to do to try and help you with the gimmick? Because I can't tell you the gimmick. It's not a gimmick. That's just not wanting to ruin the gimmick. You get me?
Yes, I
Okay.
understand that part.
Then what's the gimmick?
Okay. Okay. What is
What
the
is the gimmick? That is the question. That wasn't what the episode was supposed to be. The episode was you were already supposed to know what the gimmick was. I thought you were supposed to assume what the gimmick was
Okay,
already.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The question that I have then is when would we have known about the gimmick?
I you both personally know this gimmick with me. You also know that I'm a man who likes to do gimmicks every so often, of course, in the own safety of his own house and room and with friends around potentially. And like it now, I normally watch YouTube videos though, but the gimmick is it's still nice to have around. Anyway, I thought it would be funny if I recorded myself with said gimmick, and you guys aren't understanding the gimmick, so that the gimmick has now become that you don't understand what the gimmick is. Do you understand me?
Okay.
And what's the
Think.
gimmick?
That part I do not understand. I understand that there's a gimmick. I understand that we need
Okay.
that it started all of this,
Okay.
but I do not understand what would have
You're
started this
my
entire
friend, you are currently
menagerie.
looking at an outline of a car, and you're pointing out that this car is riding down the road. You can see everything except for the car. And instead of just saying that it's a car, you're trying to figure out the exact model and year and license plate of this car. That's not important. You don't need to get that fine of a detail. You just need to be able to say it's a car. Do you understand me?
Of the
What?
That's what
What did you
you're
just say?
the bigger
Yeah, what about
picture.
it?
The gimmick is that we're looking at the
No,
bigger
the
picture.
gimmick is that you need to understand what the bigger picture is before the gimmick can happen. The gimmick is like Santa Claus. Santa Claus isn't real, but we all say he is. The gimmick exists, but we're not talking about what the gimmick is or what's around the gimmick. You just need to know what the gimmick is, not what it creates. I said it wrong at first. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Nope.
Oh. This was not planned. This was not a gimmick.
I am aware.
Then how come you don't know what the gimmick is? If you understand that it's a
Because-
gimmick making gimmicks, you should know what the main gimmick is within that gimmick. Because my friend to you,
The video.
I got a little tidbit of information for you, my friend. The gimmick is currently creating other gimmicks as we speakins. So as we're talking, more gimmicks are
the video,
attaching.
the
It's not right.
podcast.
You already seen that, my friend. I'm telling you, you're sitting around the gimmick. You're looking at the gimmick, but you just see a black void. You don't see what the gimmick is.
Us.
No, fuck
We-
you.
No, you said we're
You're
not
the gimmick. You're just observing the gimmick. You aren't a tree. You're looking at a tree.
You're the
I'm
gimmick.
not the gimmick. I am the host of the gimmick. I allow the gimmick.
You're
To live through me. Do you understand me? By
No.
bringing the gimmick into me, I am allowed to exist with the gimmick. I'm not the gimmick. I do not control the gimmick. The gimmick is its own entity. What is the gimmick?
Dude,
You
I'm
sure?
not here all night.
What is the gimmick? This has been going on for over an hour. Please, for the love of God. Okay. You would both say yourself you're both completely sane, correct? Relatively well of mind?
No.
Would you say perhaps Shiitake is of sound mind? What would
Yeah.
you need to
Maybe.
do to a person like Shiitake to lead them
Break
to
him.
me? What would that
Make them go insane.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, hold on. What happens when you go swimming? Hold on. What happens when you go swimming and you open your eyes underwater? No, when
I
you
drown.
open your eyes underwater and it's a really strong chlorine pool, what do you do? What happens?
It hurts.
What does it do?
Burns.
No, what does it do? What does it do when you open your eyes underwater and there's chlorine?
It
It
No,
clouds your
what
mind.
does it do? What does it do to you physically?
It hurts. I said that.
It makes
No,
you
no,
close
no,
your
no.
eyes.
You can swim in a highly chlorinated pool with your eyes open, but what happens after you do it? What happens because you did it?
Gabo just said that your eyes start
What
to burn.
happens to them?
They hurt and
No,
you rub them.
burning. Imagine it
They
like
get-
burn or like cutting something. Cutting something is the action.
Crying.
Cutting something is the action, but the end product is the
Crying, Gabo.
okay. And what happens?
You have
What
no fucking.
happens?
You
Shut
suck
up.
ass at this because your
Hold on,
gimmicks
you'll
suck
understand this
ass.
gimmick later. What happens when you cry? What happens when you cry?
You produce a fluid
And
from
what
your
happens
eyeballs.
to the eyeballs?
It
And
waters.
and it gets
Red.
wrecked. Do you understand me?
This is not help one
Say it
fucking
again.
bit.
Hold again.
I don't
Say
know
it
how
again.
you
Really,
expect
say it
this-
again aloud.
it gets
What gets
red.
red?
Your
eyes get red?
Is
Mhm.
the gimmick reading?
No! Damn it! You were so close. My goddamn champion! You were so close to the gimmick, but you never understood it. Oh, damn it! They're doing interviews to play in this GTA 5 RP server. Damn it! I wanted to do that, but I can't do that right now because I'm doing a fucking gimmick. And you guys don't understand what the gimmick is.
Go do the fucking thing
No, I'm
for the
not going
RP
to.
server.
I'm not
You
going to
fucking
leave both
whiny
of you
bitch.
here in the middle of an episode, especially when my gimmick is still going. Do you understand me?
You're such a crying
Just
whiny
because I
bitch.
end this episode doesn't mean that the gimmick is over. Do you understand me?
I guess.
What?
Hey, I'm free Saturday next year. You want to go to the
Then
flea
what
market?
is the gimmick? And no, but you're thinking closer to the gimmick than you think you are. You understand the gimmick. Why aren't you understanding the gimmick? You're witnessing the gimmick.
Because
Something
You're
to do with
talking around the
red.
gimmick.
And I
You're
want to
talking
say,
around the gimmick.
and I
You're
want
looking
to
at the
say,
wrong details. The
No.
gimmick does not exist.
The
The
burning.
gimmick is only real because it's in me. You don't understand the gimmick. The gimmick is not a person. The gimmick is a thing. Do you understand me? A gimmick is a state of being.
confused.
No! You're not the
Confucius.
gimmick.
Pain.
I'm the gimmick. I possess
Irritated.
the gimmick, not you. Criminal. How criminal would it
Irritated.
be if this never fucking happens?
What do you mean?
How criminal would it be? I
How
don't think
shitty
it'd
would
be
it be
very
if no one
criminal.
ever gets to listen to this beautiful piece of art?
This is not art. I don't know what you're
Okay.
talking about.
Okay. Name the last decade. Name the
2000.
no. There you go.
Or
Name the
2010.
decade before that. Name the decade before
2000.
that. Name the
1990.
name the decade before that. Name the gimmick.
1980s.
Name the decade before that.
1970.
1970. What was
And
popular in
1950.
the 70s? What was a main rise of culture in the 70s?
Hippie
Hippie
culture?
culture. Hippies do the gimmick. Do you understand me?
Oh, smoking fucking weed,
The
being
gimmick
high,
has
is
been
basic.
potentially hypothetically found that can't be used in a court of law. This whole time, that was the gimmick. That was the point of this whole thing. No!
Smoking?
No, getting high. It was getting high. But a high person doesn't do this shit.
Yes! Yes, he does!
No, maybe you, because you fucking smoked with a person that, like, is actually known for being
What are you
mentally
talking
insane.
about? Wait, the flea market.
You
You were
know who I'm
talking about the
talking
flea
about.
market. What's at the flea market?
The CBD gummies.
They're wrong
This
letters.
entire time, the answer was getting high.
Like,
That's
yeah.
what the eyes getting red was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand about the food part. Are you saying that you
No,
get
I'm saying
munchies?
Munchies. Yeah, you
no,
get
I'm
the
saying
munchies.
being high is the gimmick. Like being hungry, eating the food is you guys questioning forever what the gimmick was. Me needing to
I
drink
hate
was
this.
part of
That
the.
was
It was
not
never
even.
worth it. It wasn't supposed to be the thing that was happening. Hold on. I just dumped my drink.
How are we
Hold on, I've
supposed
dumped
to
my drink all
know
over my face.
that?
We weren't. Well, the thing was, I think he sent us a picture of the gummies saying he got a bunch. Well, I don't think Gabo wasn't even pertain to that conversation.
Oh my god, you guys just don't understand. Not all of you need the same information to work as a team.
Working as a team needs the same
And
information.
share that information.
That working
And
as a team
share
without the
it.
pertinent information
You
is
had
like
the
saying
information. You could have shared the information.
no, because there was no context to the gimmick. You
was
fuck.
that the context for the gimmick? Shut up! Shut your faggot ass up!
Shut
The
up, shut
gimmick,
up.
the point of the gimmick was to
Fuck
understand that
you,
it's
fuck
been
you,
happening
fuck
for a
you,
long time and will continue to be happening after the episode. That is the explanation of the gimmick. That is its game gimmick.
So you're just high. That's what
No,
you're
you
admitting
can't
to right
legally
now.
prove that, but hypothetically, that's definitely the gimmick. No,
He's high
shut
right
up! Stop
now, and
talking!
he just wanted to.
Stop talking!
Yes, he is.
Oh my god!
He's high. Okay, Gobble, we got the gimmick, I guess.
You made an entire
really?
hour-long episode
Mhm.
about something that wasn't even relevant. It wasn't even meant to happen. I was gonna talk to you about like Fraggle Rock tattoo I was gonna get, or the fact that I was. Oh my god, there was so many other things we could have talked about.
We can do that next episode.
Did you want to do another episode right after this? Then no,
No.
I don't want to do this again right now. Not for a while. You guys hurt. You hurt my
I want my
brain
sanity.
head.
You're your brain. You're a
You
fucking
dipshits aren't
dumbass.
even doing a gimmick. You're just stupid.
No,
we
we're
had to try
not.
to figure out a gimmick.
We were trying to figure out
Oh,
a
no.
gimmick, which
But
you're
you're telling me both
stupidly.
of you don't already know that gimmick's existence? Yes, you do.
No. What
You've
do you
already
mean?
admitted that you. Oh, never mind.
Well, when you were getting the CBD gummies, and that was like a week ago when you told us you were getting them. That wasn't even like
That's
that only came to my mind now after you
exactly.
mentioned the
Now.
you mentioned about what
Now
I get
you
at
understand. You took 1,000 puzzle pieces. You took one and put it directly in front of your only open eyeball, and you failed to look at the rest of the entire puzzle to assume what the gimmick was. You weren't supposed to stare so intently at that one fucking puzzle piece. You were supposed to look at all the other ones you smashed and glued together to try and make some semblance of art. Do you understand me?
I
Take,
guess.
please sign off.
Well, thank you for joining us for this horrible episode of
This will
Back of the
forever
Short
be better than
podcast.
Schizo Nightmare. Alright, goodbye.
Probably.
Gabo, say goodbye. Gabo, say goodbye.
Bye. I don't know what's going on.
Comment.